Hey everybody, it's Amanda, and it's time for Food Diaries. Somebody suggested to me the other day that I do a food diary again. And to be honest with you, it's been so long since I've done one, I'd kind of forgotten about even doing food diaries. And then I was like, well, most days I'm here by myself. Do you really want to see what I eat by myself? Let me know. But today, Rick is off, and so it's going to be the two of us, and I thought I would show you what we're eating. So it's breakfast time, and this is the reality of it just being the two of us. We often have leftovers. And so what we had for dinner last night was I made some burritos, and there was one like good sized burrito left. I'm going to heat that up for Rick. And this is a tortilla pizza that I had made for myself, and I'm gonna heat that up. So a lot of times people wonder how we heat things up without a microwave, and that always surprises me. I guess people are just used to having a microwave now. I'm just gonna heat it on the stove. I'm gonna take this burrito, I'm actually gonna take what's inside the burrito, put it in a pan, and heat it up. And then I'm gonna put it back in the burrito wrapping, which, you know, it's a soft one, so it will heat itself up. I mean, I could put it in the oven. This I'm probably gonna throw in the oven because in addition to those two, I'm actually gonna make these, just some little mixed potatoes. So I'm gonna chop these up into small pieces, put a little oil and some seasoning on them, throw them in the oven, and that's gonna be breakfast today. So let's go make breakfast. Potatoes. Aren't they the cutest with all the different colors? So I'm just gonna add some oil right here. Throw a little oil in there. And then I'm gonna add some seasoning. Now normally I just add a little salt, a little pepper, a little Italian seasoning, maybe a little garlic powder, and that's it, and we're gonna toss it in our pan. All right, you can see all the seasoning on it. And we're just literally stirring it. Tell me that is not beautiful for breakfast. Doesn't that make you happy? All right, and I'm tossing it right in my Pampered Chef pan. We're gonna spread it out a little bit just to make sure they have room to cook on their own. Like I said, my oven is preheated. Let's get that going. Oh, there's Mr. Beale. Hanging out, waiting for his breakfast. There we go. Okay. Pan with a little oil in it. I'm gonna take this burrito, put all the insides in there, and I'm gonna heat it up. This is the filling, and it has a couple little pieces of the tortilla in it, but that's not a big deal. This is just gonna get heated up, and you can see it's got the meat, and it's even got a little cheese in it. Corn, olives, cabbage, onions, salsa we threw in there, some seasonings, and it's just amazing. So this is the actual wrapper, and this is my pizza, and they're gonna go in the oven as well to get heated up. So I mentioned last night I made the burrito, and when I made the burrito, I cut up some cabbage because I threw the cabbage in the burritos. Well, I had extra cabbage and I decided to make coleslaw. So I have a big bowl of coleslaw here, like a big bowl of coleslaw. And the thing was, I didn't realize I was almost out of mayonnaise. So I am actually, it's not mayonnaise-y enough. Well, we haven't tried it this morning, but it still smells kind of vinegary. But we are going out today, Rick and I, to do a little grocery shopping. You might get to see a grocery haul. And I'm gonna get some more mayonnaise for this. And we decided, since I made coleslaw, to make some barbecue chicken. So over here in the crock pot, I have some quarters just kind of defrosting lightly. And we're gonna throw that in the crock pot here in a little bit to make our barbecue chicken, which actually works out because I have some potatoes I need to use up and some cauliflower I need to use. So I'll make some mashed cauliflower potatoes to go with that. And so we'll have the coleslaw, the potatoes, and the barbecue chicken for dinner. Well, I got distracted. Rick's laughing at me. I might have overcooked the burrito. Yeah, it's a little crisp, and this is fine. This will be fine, but that's a little much. So I'm gonna give him a new burrito wrapper. That'll be better anyway. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna kind of lay it on this though, so it'll warm it up. And the filling is done, and this is ready, so we're just waiting on the potatoes. All right, much better. So we're just gonna wrap that up, nice and warm. I threw a little fresh cheese on there. So it's like a fresh burrito. All right, I'm gonna put these leg quarters in the crock pot. They're actually from the ones that we butchered, and I found them in the back of the freezer, and they're dated May of last year. So I'm trying to use the last of those up. I thought I had them rotated so that I used these first, but these are not. So I actually have these two and two more that I'm trying to get used. Anyway, I'm just gonna put these in the crock pot. I like to make a double batch. Just to try to make room. Still pretty frozen. I don't know why you're laughing at me.
A little rough on the counters.
He's been kind of uptight about the what are they called?
The butcher block.
Butcher block.
Countertop.
Yeah.
Where you dented them?
Well, okay. Yes, you can dent them, but I mean, they're still pretty, you know, easy to handle. Okay, I think this might be a little tall. I might have to have the lid propped on it for a minute.
You're not splashing chicken stuff on my coffee maker, are you? See, let me see.
Oh,
you see them? Where
talking about the dent?
Where they? I can't even see them. I know they're there.
Yeah, they're there. But you know, you can see.
Oh,
you
right
can
there.
sand it down.
Right there, right here. See that?
You can sand it down. It was my fault.
There's no sanding that down.
I wasn't curious.
Craters.
It's perfectly fine.
Devastation.
Perfectly fine. I'm just gonna throw a little water in there.
Nope.
To try to get this steam. What?
Look,
it's totally
terrible.
It's not gonna
camera work.
It's not gonna actually hold itself down. But we've got like lots of hours for this to cook, so it'll heat up enough here soon.
It's blurry.
It'll heat up enough soon that we can put the lid on it, so I can separate the pieces of chicken and they'll fit in there. But we're just gonna have to let it sit like that for a little bit. But as soon as I can separate it, I'll add the barbecue sauce and hopefully it'll cook. It usually takes about 6 hours. Really, I do about 4, and then I'll put it in the oven for the last, I don't know, half hour, 45 minutes, so it gets crispy. This is just to heat it through. So anyway, we're gonna let it cook.
Ow.
Okay, so Rick is eating his burrito. Oh, he doesn't want to be on camera. Water. And it's a food diary, so you gotta eat.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna eat. And it's yummy. I was asking him, sorry for eating and talking. I was asking him how he likes it reheated.
You can't tell. It tastes just like the first time. Because of the way she does it, she disassembles it, puts it back together. That's the way to do it. Don't cook it all together.
Yeah, well, in the microwave it gets rubbery.
Ruins it.
Not good.
Take it apart, put it back together.
Yeah, it tastes fresh. It tastes like you just made it, because you kind of did. All right, we're gonna eat. Breakfast is done. Chicken is down. And Rick and I are heading out to do our grocery shopping. So, let's get going. Okay, so it's evening and I was having trouble, like this camera, I'm still really unsure how to use all of the little buttony things. So I actually took the camera out with me. Rick and I went out to lunch, but it was so bright out. Like I mentioned, it was really, really hot today. I had to put my hair in a ponytail. And so I couldn't even show you, but we went to Burger King. It wasn't really that exciting. They had like a 2 for $5 menu. But we were out today and that was what we did. And I wanted to show you, but I couldn't figure it out. In fact, I barely figured out how to use it in here during the nighttime. So I need to use this camera more, I really do. Anyway, look, barbecue chicken, done. I have pans and I've set the oven to 375. We're gonna put this on there so we can get the baked, and I've gotta put some barbecue sauce on it. Let me tell you something, that barbecue sauce is good. I'm not a huge barbecue person. If I ever get a sauce to go on the side, I never put barbecue. Never. That is some good barbecue sauce for real. I've never even heard of that brand before. It says American Stockyard, all natural, Kansas City classic, sweet and spicy. That is some good stuff. All right, so we're gonna fix up that coleslaw. Remember, we gotta add some mayo, and while I was out, I got the vegan mayo. So we're gonna add that, and then I think what I'm gonna do is we have some leftover corn. I'm gonna heat that up just a little bit, but you know, let's use it up. And I am going to also, instead of mashed potatoes, because we had potatoes earlier, I think I'm gonna make some mac and cheese. Let's get going on that. The coleslaw is all fixed up. Look at that. All right, so I'm gonna make the corn and the macaroni and cheese. We'll be ready here in a few minutes. Okay, dinner is done. Look at this. Y'all, look at that barbecue chicken. Does that not look so stinking amazing? I don't even know what to say about that. Corn, mac and cheese, coleslaw. I'm gonna plate this up and we're gonna eat. All right, here is the plate, y'all. It looks so good. Y'all, I can't even express it to you. Look, this looks really dark on camera, but I'm not kidding. This is not burnt. This is a beautiful red color. It is amazing. It is so good. All right, I gotta finish making my plate, but we're getting ready to eat. Food Diaries. It was kind of a basic one, but this is what we're eating, you guys. I hope it's exciting to you.
I'm excited. You know, I kind of like how she put the coleslaw in a little bowl. It gives me that cafeteria feel.
I was gonna say fancy, but all right.
Oh,
hey,
fancy cafeteria.
I could be your lunch lady.
The cafeteria.
Dinner.
Yeah.
Dinner is served. We're gonna eat. Have a good night.
All right. Good night, folks.